Shwing. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Welcome. I was looking for something that I can't seem to find. So, whatever. We'll carry on without it. Totally fine. Thursday. I said, yeah, but this morning I said, girl, it is Thursday. We are almost there. Wherever there is, we're getting there. I don't know about y'all, but we have a busy weekend ahead. So, I guess yay Friday, right? Wendy, AK, Alex, Gothic, Amy, Wicked Crafter, Indy, Goodbye Kyle, Linguipster, request to go early. I went a little early. Dark Heart, Danny Jean, Silent Left Hand, hello. Liz, Deb W, Wendy M, Kimberlina, Indica Queen. I can't get down with the indica. This is how I remember the difference between indica and sativa. Somebody told me once indica will put you in the couch. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I can sleep just fine on my own. Nice to see you, Indica Queen. Last minute, Laura, Fallen Angel, 69_69. Emotional support muffin. Nice to see you. Salada. Teddy Pig. Hello. Ashley Camby. Good to see you, Camby. Ratatouille. Hello, girl. Catacorn Mermaid. Oh, my chat jumped. Hey, Glamour Mayhem. I see you. Glamour Mayhem, what's the deal? Do you have your gifted memberships turned off? I feel like you don't ever get gifted the membership. That ain't right. You've been a loyal supporter from day one, Glamour Mayhem. If I could gift you one myself, I would. Thelma Lou, hello. I thought I picked that up. Ms. Monster, how you doing? Missing Mimic, Kalari C, thank you for being here. Sasse Mama, Maritza's Life, Guppy, The Guppy 222, Arts and Crafts, Busted Can of Biscuits, Charlotte, very good. One Stressed Mommy, Devil Lettuce Spoilers, nice to see you. Arts and Crafts, Stop and Smell the Roses, Cat T. Ooh, P Day Today is present. Always nice to see you, P Day Today. IKB, hello. Goodbye, Kyle. Scara, Bama Girl, Mons, Liz, Margie, Jojo B, Batata. Batata, I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you as well. Or am I tripping? I don't know. You have them on? You usually get one? Everybody else's turn now, for sure. That's all right. We'll see you back around in the membership soon. Did you guys, if you weren't here yesterday or if you forgot, we do have a new custom emoji for members. It is the Biggie Bag. Biggie Bag for everyone. Biggie Bag for everyone. Speaking of custom emojis, where's this bitch been? 8 days, no live stream out of Colby. Where you at, Colby? What you doing? What you up to? YouTube doesn't like it when you take little breaks. Hey, Sham, did you know YouTubers get 10 free gifted memberships a month? What? Don't ask me where to find them. I just know they exist from others. Really? Okay, let me have a look into that. Hey, addicted to cold brew. Present and accounted for. Do my PowerPoint for me? No. Hey, Nicotine. Oh, Batata says I'm here daily. It's just I'm an Uber driver, so you can't chat. Just listen. Oh, okay. Hey, AKA Melody. Well, Batata. So I have a question, Batata. Do you listen over like Bluetooth so your passengers can hear as well, or do you have it in your AirPod? I have to know. Hey, Just Lurking. Nice to see you. Look at all the biggie bags in the chat. Biggie bags for everyone. Biggie bags for everyone. Hey, Sleepy Jean. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. All right, I got it. Here. There it goes.
Hey, Keisha.
Ah, it was supposed to loop.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha.
Hey, don't fence me in. Remember I told you guys the other day I had another one for you? This one, I might have trimmed it down too much, but I didn't want it to be too long. Also, what she was saying, she talked about somebody else. But anyway, I'll see what you guys think of it.
Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me.
So what she was saying is she said ATX right before it. And she's like, ATX, like she helped me.
Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me. Auntie, help me.
Anyway, I'll play the longer one. Hold on. Let me put it onto my computer. Wait, where is it? I swear, as soon as I try to do something while I'm live, I like have no idea what I'm doing. Is this it? I think this is it. Okay, listen to the original.
She helped me. She give me away.
Oh no, wait. There we go.
ATX. She helped me. She give me a way to get rid of the rogue mod or whatever.
She didn't give her no way to get rid of no rogue mod. Ah, shit! She's full of shit. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Do you guys hear the actual like denture clack and then the slip? The clack and then the slip. Listen, hold on. Let me turn my volume all the way up. Let me play it again. All right.
ATX. She helped me. She give me a way to get rid of the rogue mod that we.
She clacked them dentures right out of her mouth. Hey, Baba Booey. Nice to see you, Mandy. Thanks for sneaking in. Nice to see you as well. We can make a game of what the fuck is she saying? Addicted to cold brew says, girl, get some super polydent. You know how like the TikTok be listening to you? Well, apparently I must talk about dentures just a little too much because TikTok, I've somehow found my way onto denture TikTok. Hey, Flushumu. Anyway, there's this girl on TikTok who's got dentures and she does like a lot of like TikToks about this stuff called Dentach. Get you some Dentach, girl. Anyway, listen to it again.
Or whatever over here.
Oh, wait. Okay.
ATX. She helped me. She give me a way to get rid of the rogue mod that we had or whatever.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. Hey, Lisa Simpson. Nice to see you. Nuck, if you gunt Pondu. Hey, Sham, why haven't you been in the support group as promised? Well, because we didn't think it through last Friday. We're supposed to give it another try this Friday. I'm getting there. I promise you, we're working on it. We might just have to do it on StreamYards. I know she likes to use, what's it called? I forget, whatever she uses. Auntie is ATX now? No, don't fence me in. I don't know who you're talking about, Auntie. That camp's acceptance and even Lions on Mandy ATX is fucking hysterical. Where's she been? I haven't even looked. Is she back? I know they ended up going on family vacation after they made their whole channel private. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what she's up to real quick. Freaking ATX Tomahawk. Losers. Oh my gosh, they streamed 12 days ago? Oh, and it's public? It's not members only? Oh, I must have missed that one. Oh, it's 7 days ago. Mandy took a picture of her house. I told you guys that was, hold on. Mrs. Muerta, how's Yaba? She's great. She's wonderful. Did you catch the support group meeting this morning? You missed my cackling. Don't worry, I'll be on there. I pop in every now and again. So yeah, there's a picture of their house and their chicken coop. But anyway, more importantly, that's Sean's dad's car that he took from his elderly father. Somebody's looking a little under the weather again. You should get your girl in for a checkup. Anyway, whatever. Oh God, hold on. There we go. All right, so real quick to start with, this is an old one, but it's just a little 2-minute clip. It's on Nicketh Peen's channel. Thank you, Nicketh Peen. It's titled Negs versus Clara. So I just want to start out with this little gem, and then we are going to have a peek-see at Ron's Crumble from last night. It looks like this is a clip from Thoughts and Opinions, the DC Media Girl documentary. I don't know anyway about it. Here we go. They don't have driveways in Georgia. They have a driveway. I don't know why he's parked like that. Hey, pretty privileged fondue. Borgeth Jean, nice to see you. Just went to lunch. Best believe I'm on my way to get my biggie bag. Hey, girl. Biggie bags for everyone. Hey, Ari, nice to see you. Becca James, sneaking in. I see you too. Thanks for being here. 2 Cardinals, Built to Spill. Oh, thank you, Built to Spill. I took that on the beach in Florida right after me and Yaba got married. Ron has crumble cookie review. Awesome. Like AR. Really, Built to Spill? He did a crumble cookie review? I don't believe that. I don't believe they have a crumble cookie in the greater Connorsville area, and I don't believe Ron can afford crumble cookies. Oh, did I read it wrong? Hey, Sharon. Janine, hello. All right, anyway, let's watch this.
Next, who was the de facto leader at some point
Oh, you said Crumble and I was driving. Oh, gotcha.
of the anti-haters, who was specifically friends with Gigi, the Gaining Ground, Peanut, who also had a YouTube channel, Belinda, Hillbilly Uncensored, and Silvana, next started turning on all
Oh,
of them.
look, they're all friends again. Except for I don't think this one, but I don't really know because I don't really pay attention to her. Silvana, who? All I know is I'm told this woman sent a bunch of nudes to this jabroni. And that's all I need to know about that one. I keep it pushing. But look, remember like a month ago when Ron was like, hey, let's get the band back together. And the whole band got back together. There they are.
And this time, when
He looks stupid with that wannabe Axl Rose headband thing he does. Oh, Silvana got kicked out by Beggy. Thank you, Lisa Simpson. Hey, Mr. Cardigan Cruz girl.
he lost his channel. And the reason that you could guess or speculate about this is that, well, he lost his channel. So he was maybe expecting them to do something about it, to reach out to people or to promote his new Rumble channel. Or I don't know what he expected. He was really, really angry at them. So he started doing reactions to these anti-haters. And he started.
I love the clip she's playing over her, or the clip she's playing while she narrates, and that you can't hear what he's saying. You can just see his mannerisms and his facial expressions. What a fucking total. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. What a total D-bag. Hey, produce not pills. It's called being insecure about being bald, and it's so obvious. That, and also, Axl Rose is here. Axl Rose is from Indiana, Lafayette, I think.
Them on his new ban evading Twitter account, and DC loved this. She loved this, right? Because she's always telling her enemies to go after her out of their enemies, and now her enemies are fighting with each other.
Hey, Lady K, nice to see you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to take a moment to say here that I think this is a really good look for Clara. I feel like she should go back to this. Her hair even looks healthy. It's giving Kris Jenner, just very stylish, very, what's the word? Demure. That's so funny. Anyway, this is the look, Clara. And I'm not being sarcastic. Like, you look good here. This is the look. The lip color, the eye makeup, the glasses, the hair, the foundation. This is the look. Yeah, she does look younger, doesn't she? Oh, Rain says she can't go back. She was alive back then. Yes, of course.
And as a reactor, that also means that she has some fun content. So this is a DCW season all around. She actually mentioned during this time that she used to be a fan of Negs back when he was quote unquote funny, but he wasn't funny as soon as he entered the girl world. So she was living for this. And to top it all,
no, I can't get you tickets. I give her and Ron really good advice all the time, both on their personal lives and for their business all the time. And they refuse to take any of my good suggestions because they're just very stubborn like that. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, you were hoping I would be late. It's fine. You haven't missed anything. Roy Orbison, but at his peak.
He claimed he had DMs with the Gaining Ground, and he would leak them all. Oh, you just wait. Unfortunately for Negs, he also lost the vote of confidence from the dearest Foodie Booty when she found out via the other anti-haters that he ain't all that.
So, I regret ever going on Negs' panel. Looks like you all were right about him, unfortunately. I guess I liked some of the things he had to say regarding Hater Nation, but not the super nasty things on all sides. Bitch, let me...
Hey, look, it's DC's old YouTube account before she got permanently banned when her channel was terminated through nobody's fault but her own.
Let me ask you a question. When did any of us call somebody's family? When did any of us call someone's job? When did any of us threaten to show up at people's houses?
Oh, are those all things Ron has done? Yes, of course. And you as well, of course. Remember when Clara said that she that there was nothing stopping her from driving and down here and parking on the street in front of our house?
And just a reminder,
Oh my
this is what you're fighting for, ladies.
And that doesn't involve them, that involves somebody else. You want to see me be petty? I'll be real super petty. I will drop your friend's nudes in a heartbeat. Stop fucking with me.
And that he will. He absolutely will. Nicotine had something else on here. I believe it was Nicotine that I wanted to watch, but I could be wrong. Dang it. Wait. Hold on. I was looking at stuff on my other computer. It's the clip of... Dang it. Hold on. Oh. I know where it's at. Okay, hold on. I knew I was going to do that too. I just knew I was going to forget where it was, but I think I remember now. Over here. Videos. Here we go. This is a little longer, but this is from Alex Glitter. Hey, Tally420, nice to see you. Sneaking in late, totally fine. Glad you're here. Pretty Privileged Pondu says DC is a handsome woman. Ron said the exact same thing, almost word for word, to Callie before he got criminally charged. Yes, he did, didn't he? Hold on, because I just seen that too. What did I do with it? Hold on. It's not this one. Who has that clip? Can somebody drop the clip in the chat or the link to it? Because I just watched that one, Lisa Simpson. Yeah, you did. I suck. What can I say? Hold on. I just watched it this morning too. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Okay, I screen recorded myself. Dang it, I sent it to the wrong computer. Hold on. God, what a pain in the ass. It's fine, guys. It's nothing but a shit show. Is this it? Yep, it is. 38 seconds. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I already put it on my computer. YouTube studio content. No whammy. It's not there. Fudge. That's okay. It's only 38 seconds. I'm putting it there now. Huh. Produce Not Pills said, why did DC's channel ultimately get terminated? Oh, Produce Not Pills, I'll tell you why. Because she did an interview with, I don't know, some former porn actress or whatever. And she had Ron on panel. And he was upstairs in the bedroom and she was downstairs. So they were both on panel and on screen. And Ron made sure he was sitting in a chair and in an area that he had never been in before, like an angle we had never seen. And he positioned himself in that manner so he could have the television visible behind him. And then he proceeded to play the uncut, like director's cut, unrated version of Devil's Rejects. Specifically, the scene in the beginning of the movie that had a graphic sex scene. Dang it, it's not uploading it. Okay, fine, whatever. Why not? It won't go. Anyway. Clairhandra blamed us for her losing her channel, her YouTube channel. She also blamed Tragic under oath. Sorry, Kelly Jean. I do that all the time too. Under oath blamed Tragic. And then later, after she blamed Tragic under oath, and after she's been threatening to sue me and Yaba for damages, claiming we're the ones who caused her to lose her channel, she goes on YouTube, I believe, maybe it was Rumble, don't remember which one, and admitted that she is 100% responsible for her channel being terminated because she failed to turn on the 18 and over. So, I mean, whatever. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can just swipe it over. Dang it, no. Stupid. All right. Well, let me save that video. Gosh, dang it. Remember, Ron said that Clara is a visitor. I do remember. All right, I'm going to play this one while I mess around with the other one. Do you guys like my thumbnail? I think it's so cool. Hold on. Percent, share screen, data branch. All right. So this is another thing. So Clara included in that EPO filing against Tragic, and she also testified in court under oath to the judge that Tragic is responsible for all of Ron's financial apps being hacked. And then Ron went on TikTok and admitted that his financial apps and all of his apps were hacked as a result of the Ticketmaster data breach. Claire, you are a liar, pants on fire when you're under oath in court, aren't you? Thank you, Lisa Simpson. I appreciate you. Boy, that's a lot easier. Okay, let's watch this one first because it's shorter. And then we'll go back and watch the other one. So this is September 24th, 2021. This is the exact time. Hey, Ophelia. Oh, nice to see you. This is the around this time, like within days of Ron losing his YouTube channel, permanently banned off YouTube forever. And this is part of what ended up resulting in him having criminal charges pressed on him. He got Callie got an EPO against him, and Callie and Shane pressed criminal charges on him, and they stuck, and he was charged. Listen to this.
Contacting YouTube all day. I have been adding them. You guys have been contacting them all day. However, the content remains up.
Hey, Callie, take this as a threat. There is nothing stopping me from driving and coming to talk to you. Do you understand that? You can make all the videos reading into the abyss that you want. There is nothing stopping me from gassing my car up, taking a 12.5-hour drive across the country and knocking on a door. There's absolutely nothing stopping me from doing that. It's not illegal for me to say it. It's not illegal for me to do it.
That's wild. Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again from Mr. I revoked Sam Tefler's Connorsville privileges. Don't come to my town. That makes you a stalker. If you come to my town, I will arm myself and then go looking for you to chase you out of my town. Don't come to my town, or I will call the police and tell them that you have drugs and guns and tell them where they can pull you over. Really, Mr. Big Guy? Listen to you just 3 short years ago.
All day. I have been adding them. You guys have been contacting them all day. However, the content remains up.
Hey, Callie, take this as a threat. There is nothing stopping me from driving and coming to talk to you. Do you understand that? You can make all the videos reading into the abyss that you want. There is nothing stopping me from gassing my car up, taking a 12.5-hour drive across the country and knocking on a door. There's absolutely nothing stopping me from doing that. It's not illegal for me to say it. It's not illegal for me to do it.
Tragic says the video of threats of violence by Ronaldo is on the Merge and the Crybaby Next channel. Yes, thank you. All right, let's go. I want to go watch Clara lie like a mother lover over here. So let's come over here. This is so much fun. Produce Nut, to answer your question, no, we were not feuding with Clara before she got with Ronaldo. We didn't really know her that well. I mean, we really didn't know her at all. All we know is that it took a lot. It took a lot of effort to, escort Ronaldo out of Girl World after he admittedly, and I have this screenshot somewhere, I just couldn't find it this morning and I ran out of time, but I have a screenshot of Ron admitting out of his own mouth that he followed Yaba over to Girl World when Yaba left the drama community and she started doing her own thing with her Foodie Beauty reacts. And then Ron popped up over in the Girl World causing trouble. Yeah, he admits that he followed her over here to fuck with her and what she was doing over here. And I have that screenshot and I will find it. And it's funny though, considering what he said in his little Rumble stream last night. But before we get to that, we're just going to watch this real quick. Thank you again, Alex Glitter, in the chat for this contribution.
Every single claim that is made, whether it is about me, about Negs, whomever, you had better come with ironclad proof. Or, as Strawberry Douche would say, ...
Hey, Ticketmaster, we need to have a chat. That's my ticket. I am not Andrew Carlos, nor did I authorize it. You had a data breach of 25 million customers, and it nearly cost me $2,000. Here's the other seat they stole. So as we all know, Ticketmaster had a data breach of 25 million customers. I'm going to tell you what happened to me during this time. Every single banking institution that I did business with was either hacked or there was an attempted hacking. They charged thousands of dollars of stuff and spent like thousands of dollars of my money on different things from Walmart, trying to have it shipped here and there. They started shipping me stuff. I had to close down all of my bank accounts. I had to close everything down. I had to spend now over $100 a month to monitor my own identity online because Ticketmaster screwed up. Now, as I was saying earlier, I am not Andrew Carlos. I did not.
Missing Mimic asks, is DC lying or is Ron? I would say DC's lying because this story that Ron's telling, it's pretty compelling. It's got a lot of detail to it. He's convincing.
Rise this transfer. Now, the Andrew's probably going to go out and sell it. I'm going to be at this show. I got new tickets and I'm going to go meet him and stuff backstage. But Row T 38, whoever's sitting there, I'm going to come and tell you, you're sitting in stolen seats.
I wonder if he did. You know, that concert was over the weekend. He posted a picture of him with that Alice Cooper person, I think it is. But what we haven't heard any updates on is how it went when Ron went to Row T seat 38 to let this what's his fellow's name?
No other way.
Carlos know that he was sitting in a stolen seat. How did that go, Ron? That's what I want to hear about.
You could be innocent in all this, but you need to know you bought stolen seats, and then you need to report the person. This is the other seat, 39.
Could you imagine if your name is Andrew Carlos and you're at the Rob Zombie Alice Cooper concert on Saturday, August 31st at 6 p.m.
Andrew Carlos, don't know.
And this jabroni taps you on the shoulder to let you know you bought a stolen ticket and what are we going to do about this? Could you even imagine? No. I highly doubt that Ron has the balls to approach any stranger in public to confront them about stolen tickets. But boy, I sure wish he would. I sure wish he would.
Ooh, that is. But I had all of these different Latin sounding names that were coming up with my stuff.
Latin sounding. Doesn't sound Latin at all. What is he talking about? Hold on, is that what he said?
All of these different Latin sounding names that were coming up with my stuff.
I took a Latin in boarding school when I was in the 7th grade. That I think he's confused. That's fucking hilarious. Passive aggressive squinting is about all he did.
they were trying to ship. Of course, they're going to use generic Mexican names and generic American names and stuff.
Oh, there he goes. There it is.
Like that. But Ticketmaster, you did nothing, and you extended nothing to us. Nothing.
You listen to him. You extended nothing to us. You mean Ticketmaster didn't grease your wheels? They didn't give you anything free because you called and told them that you were somehow affected in a data breach? I got proof. See this Latin name?
Protect our identities. I had to spend multiple hours in the bank. I've had to spend multiple.
That's a lie. You're lying. You're full of shit. I spend multiple hours in the bank. I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. Your $37 balance at the Wood Forest Bank is going to require hours.
Hours online. I've had to spend multiple hours on my couch and at my coffee table, changing password after password, canceling credit card after credit card.
You don't have credit card after credit card. You're a fucking liar.
On a business, they hacked into my business account.
They hacked into your business account? Really? Who is it you say did this?
Oh my God. And then I log on today and find out they stole my freaking Rob Zombie tickets. The sad reality is I had bought really good tickets and spent like over $200 on them, I believe. Only for your day.
Listen to him, I believe. He doesn't know. He knows he's full of shit. You got really good tickets to Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, and you spent $200 on them. Was that all together or each? Because I'm pretty sure he says he took somebody with him. Credit card after credit card. That's how we know you're lying.
Data breach to allow people like this person to just transfer them to somebody else. And then
right? FFG's ex-life partner? That's what I thought. Really good tickets and $200 don't go together. I didn't think so. Hell, you can't even get tickets for the Teresa Caputo Long Island Medium live experience for under $250. Clara bought them. Clara's account may have been hacked, maybe. That's right, babe.
And sell them. Great job, Ticketmaster. Why don't you do a little bit better?
Please Help says what he should have done is spent over $200 on the dentist. Sir, they're yellow.
I will never buy tickets from you again. I have 2 concerts, and then somebody was gracious enough to buy me.
Put your ticket in your arse. Thank you, Krabby Joe.
Really good seats and backstage passes, but I will never buy from you again. You guys have jacked the prices up. You have made it impossible for people to afford to go to a concert, and you've made it damn near impossible for the artists to make a living. So why don't you quit letting people steal from your customers, and then maybe you won't go bankrupt, but do something about this. Andrew Carlos, see that? Ticketmaster, do something.
I'll now show what DC
Ticketmaster, do something.
said July 1st, 2024 on her Rumble channel. Ron fucked up her YouTube and got her ass kicked off. He had porn playing behind him while she was interviewing a porn star. Way to go, Ron. You're doing great.
You have threatened my business. You have fucked with my income. You have fucked with my family. And you know what?
This is 11 days earlier, and I know exactly what day this is. This was the day of the first... Okay. This was the day of the first EPO hearing against Tragic, the one that didn't go because Tragic wasn't served. So this is what she was saying the day of that hearing, 11 days before Ron made that TikTok.
And you know what the biggest mistake was that you made, apart from calling 911 and all that shit?
Right, Hayden?
Those little comments that you made about getting a hold of a Yahoo data breach and saying that anybody we don't like is going to have some sort of crypto thing listed or something like that. I've got the printout, and it was part of my filing today. I was going to bring it as supplemental evidence of what you've been up to. Right around the time that Negs' old Instagram account was hacked, and he was locked out of it. And there were postings on there about Bitcoin and shit like that, and about buying a Tesla and buying a house in LA. And I saw that today there was some posting about buying some other car, whatever. Followed closely by Negs, every single one of Negs' financial apps getting hacked. Do I know you did it? Somebody told me, someone who I trust, somebody whose opinion I respect, told me that you're too fucking stupid to do something like that on your own. And it was probably AK that did it because she's more computer savvy than you are. But you're going to get blamed for it, Tragic. So what do we have? Let's review.
So somebody told you that it was probably AK, even though Ron told you for sure it was Ticketmaster. And you still intend to go into a court of law, the Fayette County Superior Court, and under oath tell the judge, swear that everything you are about to say is the truth and whole truth and nothing but the truth. And then you're going to fix your mouth a lie and say that Tragic hacked all of your female boyfriend's apps and accounts. Zero credibility, Clara.
We've got you threatening me.
I will.
You
If you get the best of me and somehow I get access to your dick, I'll bite it off in a fight.
I'm crazy enough to do that.
You threatened to come to the grand opening and bring
that. Shooting things. Targets of people.
Jesus, look at Crafter. Thank you so much for the super chat, hon. My 75-year-old mother had that haircut. Only she had the hair to pull it off. Oh, Wicked Crafter. That was a banger.
Targets of terrorists, like Hamas, Hezbollah, people who may try to take my freedom or my anything, my family, people like that. So I pretended they were pew, 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 pew. So I started blasting.
I'm excited to shoot it because it's loud. And I've got a 30
today's stream.
Darling says she even put shit on her Facebook about a crypto scam going around. Really? Really?
I may have seen a little aggressive, but I wanted it to be.
Candace says, Your Honor, this woman I've never met hacked my female boyfriend's Ticketmaster account to give his Alice Cooper ticket to a Latin man named Andrew. But I'm going to blame her friend, not her. Trying to act badass with Barbie dolls and a Christmas tree in the background.
So who's got what for me next? We got kids almost too old. Take away from me. What you got? I'm telling you, cloud fights. It's coming up. I'll be 50. I'll fucking train. I'll start training. I'll put the coke down. I honestly think I could take 90% of them in the shape I'm in because I'm crazy.
Hey,
you ever thought somebody?
You ran a GoFundMe to come to Connorsville for the grand opening and
Andrew Leo. Krabby Joe, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Guess who's gonna be at the Holiday World this weekend? Shut up. Gonna get all that free sunscreen and coke. Krabby Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Lord.
Bring that crazy scumbag with you. Then we've got you threatening me when I wrote that email to Sherry asking her to tell you to back the fuck off and stop. And you threatened me again. I've got a printout of that. I was going to show the judge that today, too. Then we've got you calling the police. I've got one recording of you calling the police in Connorsville, and I understand that you called the police more than once in Connorsville, wasting their time. Then we have the data breach. We have Instagram hack.
So tell me, why did Clara tell a judge that Tragic is the one that was responsible for the fact Negs' apps were hacked? She has said that before live too. Mystery solved, Clara.
Oh my gosh. What Clara wanted me to let you know, Tragic. She wants me to pass this along to you. She really did email Sherry B. October 2023. I guess I never read this before. Huh. All right. That's nice. Wow. Clara is quite the email writing fool, is she not? That reminded me of a time that Clara emailed Lisa Manning trying to tittle-tat on me and Yaba to our own attorney. Did you guys know that? She did. Hold on one second. Let me read you the email that Clara wrote to Manning. This was like in 2023. This was, I don't know, before or after. It doesn't give me the date, does it? No. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Oh, June 16th. There it is. Okay, hold on. Pause. Let's go back to this. Somebody said in the chat that Clara was making posts about there being a crypto scam thing going around. Well, here it is. Thank you so much, babe. June 16th. What was the date of the hearing? The TRO hearing. It ended up going August 2nd. And here's Clara back on June 16th. There's a new crypto scam making the rounds on YouTube. AMS69X is being shilled as a potentially explosively high-yield currency launched by Amazon. Do not fall for it. Amazon doesn't sell crypto. The website the commenters are steering viewers to is also a scam. Oh, wow. Thank you for that, Clara. Oh, but tell us more about how it was all tragic. That's your birthday? Lisa Manning is cool. Okay, so listen. So here's the email that Clara wrote to Lisa Manning last year. She says, let me remind you, Lisa Manning is our attorney. And this is DC emailing Lisa Manning. She says, hello. Sam revealed Melissa Huggins' name several times during her stream today. Oh, this was after the now infamous February 20th, 2023 EPO hearing where Ron and Clara did not recall anything that they were asked about. Clara says, hello, Sam revealed Melissa Huggins' name several times during her stream today. Missy does not use her real name online. There was no reason for Sam to go public with her name, knowing that her community will start digging. This move appears to be an intimidation and bullying tactic to frighten one of our witnesses, which goes against the judge's instructions. Please advise. Thank you. First of all, there were no instructions given by the judge to myself or Yaba. We've read the transcripts, have we not? We have. Lisa Manning's response to that was, what do you want me to advise you on? ? Clara's response was, whether this behavior demonstrates an understanding of what the judge instructed. Again, I was not present in that hearing. I was not called as a witness. I was not in the virtual courtroom. I could hear it. I could hear everything that was being said because it took place remotely, and Yaba, who was a part of it, was in the house. I could hear everything, but I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of it. The judge did not address me. The judge didn't even know I existed. And the judge most certainly did not address Yaba at the end with any sort of instruction. So anywho, Clara says, whether this behavior demonstrates an understanding of what the judge instructed. There was no reason for Sam to reveal the name of our witness. She is a private citizen with a family who agreed to testify on Neg's behalf, not for the sake of drama or to become the target of harassment from Sam or Yaba's community for doing what she believes to be the right thing. Judge Granger's office advised me to contact you and let you know that this had happened. It smacks of intimidation. Really, Clara? You called the fucking judge? She called the judge in the case. after the hearing. She called the judge to tattle on me and tell the judge that I was saying Missy's name on my live stream. They said, call your attorney. I guarantee you they did not say call her attorney. Lisa responded, I'm not clear on what you're asking me to do, but I'm limited on the communication I can have with opposing parties. Clara responded by saying, I am asking you to request that your client stop trying to harass and intimidate Negs's other witness and respect the judge's instruction. I'm not sure how much clearer I could be on this point. To which Lisa responded, I don't work for you, Miss Frank. Your request is noted. An attorney could advise you more fully, but that's not my job. To which Clara responds, mind you, this is over the course of a couple of days. Clara responds the next day and says, your refusal to request that your clients follow a judge's instruction is duly noted. Thank you. Again, I was given no instruction by any judge. She knows that. I wasn't even called as a witness. She knows that. I was not present on the Zoom call or in the courtroom. She knows that. And lastly, the judge gave no instruction to me or Yaba about anything. She knows that. And you all know that too because we've heard the transcript. Okay. So anyway, Claire said your refusal to request that your clients follow a judge's instruction is duly noted. Thank you. This is Manning's response. She says, Miss Frank, you are not a party to this case. You are not an attorney representing a party in the case. I cannot speak with you about what I do or do not advise my client. That is against the rules. I am also limited on how much I can provide you legal advice as a simple witness about the court proceedings. I understand this may frustrate you, but I have rules. In other words, Clara, in case you weren't picking up what Manning was putting down, that was Manning's way of telling you to fucking get bent. Get bent. That's so funny. And I imagine, hold on, let me slap this up on my computer. Hold on. I imagine this is what old Clara Hondra looked like when she was engaged in this particular email conversation with Miss Manning. Very good. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Lisa Manning, you're the GOAT. I'll be sure to pass that along for sure. Yeah. Look, listen to her. I'm asking you to request that your client stop trying to harass and intimidate Negs's other witness and respect the judge's instruction. I'm not sure how much clearer I could be on this point. Manning said, I don't work for you, Miss Frank. Your request is noted. An attorney could advise you more fully, but that's not my job. Anyway, that was funny as shit. Get bent. That was the message of that day. Boy, like I said, though, Clara Hondra is an email writing motherfucker, is she not? I pinned the link to Alex Glitter's channel at the top of the chat. Thank you so much, Alex Glitter, for that video. All right, let's move on. We're going to go now to Ronaldo's Rumble from last night. Whoo, a bad boy tragic says, is that Ronaldo's male girlfriend? That's his female girlfriend. He makes the distinction. Therefore, we will as well. Let's see. Lisa Manning has made life so much more exciting over here. Yes, she has. Oh, look at that. Isaac guest in the chat. Nice to see you, Isaac. Was that a picture of Claire Ron? If we didn't hear any of this, Claire would have us think every attorney and judge sides with her 100%. She sure would, and she is a big fat liar. Did he actually call her that? Call who that? Jan's Views. Oh, Jan's Views. Just wait. I don't know if you watched the stream from last night, but according to Ronaldo, he's going to start making content out of you. So that's what I heard anyway. All right, let's see what old Dutch Dublin over there has to say. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter, but let's see. What did I say? I'm so smart. Okay. I said Ron is double Dutch. Beglinda's double down because that bitch will double down on anything. Beglinda's double down. What should we call Clarahondra? And shout out to Moon Goddess Tarot. She came in with a banger. She says we'll call her Double Dare because how fucking dare you? Fucking brilliant, dude. All right. Thanks for that. What is this? Can you get Wendy from Dr. Phil and Randy and Diane to pay back the money? Okay. Who's this? Huh. Freaking Corey Chainsaw. Get out of here. I don't even know what that was all about. Are we looking at the right tab? We are. Okay. Double dumb. Double denied. Double dare. Making content out of who? Jan's Views. How many people are in his chat this time? 44. About the same number as are over there in Clara's talking about some wedding dress drama. Hold on, let's check in real quick. Oh, she's still live with 46. Damn, she's been going for 79 minutes about TikTok wedding dress drama. Dude, there's no hope for Clara's hair. It is done and over with. Like, she's never going to be able to salvage that. Look. Look at it. Look at it. Jeez, girl. You're looking awfully puffy. When did that start? Oh, look, Beth Thomas over there. Still no wrench. SARS, Beth, you freaking weirdo. You freak. Where was I? Oh, over here. All right, here we go. Are we ready?
Hey, what's going on, Negative Nation? It is good to see all of you today. Maybe not some of you.
Hey, Abby Joe.
I don't know who the hell some of you are. But welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Negs Live. I am Dutch Dublin, your host for the day. Probably drives people nuts when I do that. Your Negs are not Corbin. Nope, I'm Dutch Dublin. I am Dutch Dublin.
How does he not feel like a total fucking asshole trying to convince people to call him Dutch Dublin? I'm not Negs anymore, guys. I'm Dutch Dublin. Call me Dutch Dublin. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of my 5-year-old grandson. His name's Kanan Julian. So, like, I always called him KJ. Well, we always called him KJ. Well, he didn't want to be called KJ. So then, okay, fine. So we all started calling him Kanan. Well, now he's in kindergarten and he wants to be called KJ again. 5-year-olds go around telling you, don't call me that, call me this. How old is this dude? Like 48? Dude, you have the mentality of a fucking 5-year-old.
This is exactly what I am. So, yep. That's that way. If somebody says, what does your shirt say? I just go.
Yeah, I bet they take you really seriously too.
This is to remind everybody.
Oh, Double Dutch Dildo. Two Cardinal says, I will make an allowance for Double Dutch Dildo. That I will call him. In which case, that would be a triple D.
Remind everybody whose presence they're
Our Panda Perpetual Pod Dude says, guys, can everyone call me Mega Triple Boom Boom? You got it, kid.
They're being graced with.
Ron, you're the king of the basement. Betty, that was a banger. Thank you for that. We appreciate you. A 50-year-old jobless bum failure of a father with a hunchback is calling himself king. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
in real life or on the internet. I am the king of my.
Oh, Tragic says there's a reason he calls himself Dutch, and it's because it's my uncle's name. DC got it from the private investigator when she was stalking you. No way, Tragic. That's fucking wild. That would be like if I started talking about Pedro, that Napoleon Dynamite, vote for Pedro. Kind of like that type thing. Maybe I'll make a shirt that says vote for Pedro.
Domain, my dominion. I am the king of my own world. So we got Beth the Miss, Penny Dreadful, Lisa Jen, and we got my love DC Media girl on the hand.
All four, president accounted for.
We got Miss Taffy. That's right. What's up? What's up? I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes here. I'm gonna let people file in. I don't know how many people are gonna hang out for this stream. There will be no name dropping. There'll be no name dropping, but you know who I'm talking about. It's always easy to tell.
You fucking freak. There'll be no name dropping, but you'll be able to tell who I'm talking about. Then why not just say names?
Well, it's always easy to tell who I'm talking about because like you can just go by the hypocrisy. I'm going to show you guys a tweet to start off with, and I just think it's funny. And then I'm going to probably get back into the Jan's reviews video from yesterday, maybe. I don't know. It's still here. But after I say what I got to say, I will drop a link right here. As a matter of fact, I'll drop it. I will pin it for this person. I'll pin it for this person so they could come up and tell me how I and myself and my family are much worse than she is. I mean, I'd welcome it. A very uneducated answer.
I mean, I don't know who he's talking about. He's not given us enough information yet to tell who it is he's talking about. I just love the audacity of these people who think that just because they've popped up live on Rumble of all places, as if that the whole world, anybody who they could possibly be talking to or about, they just assume that they're tuned in, watching, and available to take the link. I hope, don't fence me in. I don't know. We don't know yet. We'll figure it out, I guess. Right, Anita, not Jasmine again. I don't know. I'd be shocked if he were to allow Jasmine back on his panel after the way she grilled Clarahondra about her relationship with his kid.
But they won't. She won't do it because chicken. We all know this. I'd much rather talk to them in court because, boy, have we gotten to a.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That gives us an idea. Why don't you do something, Ron? Why don't you send an invitation? Fallen Angel 6969. Thank you so much for the super chat, girl. So they're crying over people being doxxed, but yet they dox a whole bunch. Yeah, matter of fact, thank you so much for the super chat, Fallen Angel. Let me remind you all, for those of you who didn't know, but there was plenty of you who do know this because you were here when it happened back in 2017. Ron is the original doxer. Ron was the first person to dox Yaba on YouTube and on Twitter back in 2017. It was him. That's when she started after his ass. Now you want to cry about doxing? I mean, okay. Hey, Chantel's uncontrolled type 2 wet fart wiener skid marks.
A new degree of harassment and stalking. And maybe wondering, why is the name of my stream Big Girls Need to Know Their Place? Because they do. They need to know their place. Girl World. That's where you're at. That's where you belong. Okay? This ain't Girl World. This ain't Girl World. Okay? This is my world, okay? So just know your place. Chantel is your
Look at he's signed out.
obsession. Leave me the fuck out of it. So I just saw this Feldman's furious.
Well, why didn't you keep yourself out of it? Why did you follow Yaba over here to Girl World back in 2019, 2020 to harass the shit out of her after she left the DC and was doing her own thing with Chantel Reactions? Why did you follow her over here? You did. You admitted you did. You said so. But now you want to be like, that's Girl World. This is Negative Nation. You stay over there. Well, maybe you should have stayed over there, sir. You ever think about that? Hey, Cindy.
It's flubbery fist. Didn't those cretins make fun of DC Media Girl and her man for being gifted little crocheted dongs? Yeah, pretty sure they did. But it's okay if it happens to them. Now that the only peen that has ever gone near her is somebody the ones obsessed. Like, would have been getting my money. And a black. I hope it's but I guess that might. So somebody else gets them. All people.
By the way, I don't know why the pickle appears to be black, but it's not. It's green. It's a pickle color green. I don't know why it looks like it's black.
Made memorabilia. I mean, that's the only shit. Me. It double standards for you. You know how it is. You know how it is with the support group. It's okay if they do it, but don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. Because they thought of it first. Oh, wait, no, they probably stole the idea. Any idea they have, they stole from somebody else. Trust me. But I heard something on Twitter about something being denied. The last I checked, nobody put you in charge. You know who I'm talking to. You're not in charge of anybody. You're not in charge of their channels. And who gives a fuck about a YouTube channel anyway? But you walking around like, I don't even know. What is it? They say the cock of the block or some shit like that. What are you doing? Did you miss the part where two women who hated and harassed each other, both married to pedophiles?
You might want to stop saying shit like that, Ronald Paul Corbin. Didn't Clara get into a whole mess of trouble in court saying shit like that? Has that not cost her literally tens of thousands of dollars to date and ongoing? Yeah, there you sit, just running your mouth.
Raised money gleefully on the...
Raised money gleefully. Bitch, where? This is why nobody takes you seriously. Online or in real life. Nobody takes you seriously. Because you are so fucking full of shit. Look at you. Look at you. You're a joke. You have to go around wearing a hat that says the word king on it to make you feel like a real man, Ron. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Loser.
Under the name of that man after he died, knowing that what he had done, knowing the crime he had committed, and then you hid it, and then finally you get called out. Do you not realize that no matter what you say or what you do, that never goes away, right?
You're right. What you just said is never going to go away because you said it on camera, online, on the internet, and the internet's forever. And I can assure you that the day is coming that one of you is going to have to write another check because of those words. And every fucking time you say shit like that and you repeat shit like that, it's going to cost you more and more and more. You're going to lose your grandma's house. You're going to lose your grandma's car. You're going to lose Clara's cars. You're going to lose the rest of Clara's dead aunt's money. I will make sure that you pay for every single fucking time you say something like that. All right? You keep writing checks that your ass can't cash. And I'll just slap a lien on everything. Explain to your mom and your uncle how you lost your grandma's house.
That never changes. That is fact. That is fact. Okay, that is fact. So I don't know what you
Looking at him. Listen to him. He's saying that is fact. That is fact. You can't even go into court now and say, well, those are my opinions. No, because you're saying these things and then you're following it up by saying they are fact. Boy, you're really fucking stupid, huh, Ron?
expect from anyone, but at this rate, I would assume you're expecting a case to catch a case is what I'm assuming. So
Catch a case for what, sir? What are either one of us going to catch a case for?
If that's your goal, keep it up.
Dude, I literally just today seen screenshots from 2018, June of 2018, where Ron was on Twitter saying that he had had enough and that he filed reports on me, that he filed police reports and DCS reports, and that he'd had enough and that was it, and that I was going to go to jail. June of 2018. The only thing this jackass has ever filed on me is the EPO in August of 2022 that got dismissed before the hearing even took place. Ron, you're a joke, dude. You are such a joke that your mom, you are 47 years old, and your mom had to make a Live Me account under a different name, Taylor, to send you gifts and money, to pat your ass online. That's how much of a loser you are.
If that's not your goal, shut the fuck up. But yeah, you know, this is one community.
Oh, sorry.
This is every one of you to stay in hypocrisy there. I just wanted to let them know. But yeah, you know, just a little hypocrisy there. I just wanted to let them know. Your lane is Girl World. I need every one of you to stay in Girl World and not come out. Okay. This is Negative Nation. This is one community. And we don't just focus on one person. We're a community, an actual community based on whatever I may be talking about or whatever may be going on or whatever I choose to do. That's what this community is based.
That's what your community is based on, whatever you talk about or whatever you choose to do.
We're a community, an actual community based on whatever I may be talking about or whatever may be going on or whatever I choose to do. That's what this community is based. It's an actual community that actually exists.
What? Okay. Isn't a community more than 5 people? It's based on what again?
So, what's up, Gen X housewife? All I'm saying is that's Girl World. You got your mama over there. If you want to fuck with some men, you said that men, the only men that are in drama are gay men. I mean, well, you got RSN and you got Yo Mama.
Gay.
You got Zachary Michael. Go.
Gay, right?
Fuck with them. Make some shit up about them. Go call their parents. Go call their moms. Go call their dads. Go stalk them in their towns. Take them to court under false pretenses and lie under oath.
Are you really fucking crying because you, by your own admission and out of your own mouth, admitted that you followed Yaba from the DC into Girl World to fuck with her? And now here we are. You've had enough. You don't want to play anymore. You got your feelings hurt. And now you're telling us to stay in Girl World and leave you Negative Nation and your community alone. Just leave us alone. Just stay over there in Girl World. It sounds to me like this is one colossal case of you fucked around and found out. And now you don't want to play no more. Oh, that's too bad. Ball stays in play, motherfucker, till we say so. All right. Hey, girly pop. Sky
And then
Fury.
go online and pretend you didn't do any of that and admit the stuff that you did do, which was a felony.
Where's the felony? What's the felony that he's claiming somebody admitted to? What is he talking about? His little feelings are hurt. You don't want to play in Girl World no more? That's crazy because nobody wanted you in Girl World to begin with, sir. You thought you were real funny coming over to Girl World, harassing Yaba. Now look at you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yeah, no shit. If there was a felony, why is nobody being charged? He keeps saying this, yet he does nothing about it. If you see a crime being committed, sir, report it. Do the right thing, you know? Two Cardinal says the small handful of intellectually challenged women he has in his orbit is not a community. They do nothing for him but enable and coddle him. They offer nothing constructive and helpful. That's right, Two Cardinals. I just want to remind Ron again that your community is so weak and you are such a loser that your mommy had to make a Live Me account and shower you with gifts so she could send you a 20 spot here and there, make you feel like a successful boy. Fauntleroy, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Jokers shouldn't mess with queens. Thank you for that, Fauntleroy. Appreciate you. I'll put it on the board for just a moment, but I'll have to take it back down because we don't want to forget who we're talking to over here. That's right. Old Dutch Dublin down there. Loser.
Yeah, that's why
It wasn't again an astronaut dog. Oh, Jesus. I don't remember. It was something glittery. I know that. Glittery astronaut dog.
That's why I'm not mad because it's
Canada Cool Pondu says he says some really racist stuff on the stream. Does he?
it's like, there we go.
Pretty Privileged Pondu says, I'm here for the fun gays, not the internalized homophobic misogynistic gays. Is that so hard? I didn't watch hardly any of the stream last night. Like I really didn't watch it. I did bop in at one point just to see like, you know, who was in the chat and stuff like that. And I just happened to bop in at the point in time. And I'm telling you this because we're not going to listen to the whole hour and a half. And I highly doubt we'll get to that point. But I heard him say something to the effect of there was a period of time where he thought he was gay. Hey, Molly Collie. Yeah, he said there was a period of time where he thought he was gay. And it's crazy. That's crazy because there was a period of time in which I thought I was gay also. And guess what? Turns out I turns out I was gay. You know? Yeah. Usually when one has thoughts that, you know what, I just might be gay, typically that turns out to be the case in my experience. But anyway, whatever. I digress. Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, well, you're stupid enough to do it, then I mean, you must be tough enough to bear the consequences. So cool. I always say that you do the crime, you do the time, right? You got to be willing to do the time. You don't get to cry when it's time to pay the piper.
You mean except for you when you participated in some video store robbery, and instead of doing the crime and doing the time, you snitched on your friends and co-defendants and then ultimately had it expunged off your record so you could claim it never happened. Sam, you had something expunged off you. I had a bad check expunged off my record. It most certainly was not a, what was that? A robbery. Teddy says there was a period of time when I thought I was straight. Worst year of my life.
Nah, we don't cry when the piper comes to town. We follow him. We do our punishment like a man or a woman. Keep our mouths shut. We don't snitch.
You did snitch, Ron. You snitched on your friends in that case. And he can't even cry and say that never happened and that la 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 la. Remember, Witty Widow, she hired that private investigator and they tried to get the records on it, and the Connersville Police Department wrote him back and said, we can't give you the records on that, the robbery involving Ron Corbin because those records have been expunged. Womp, womp, womp. Thanks for confirming it existed and was expunged, Connersville PD. That's exactly what you did. You snitched your way out of it. Took a plea deal on a lesser charge down to a misdemeanor so you could have it expunged. That's exactly what you did. Oh, yeah. Is that why you were crying to the judge when Callie got you in front of a judge? Literally crying. Crying. And you know who does snitch all the time and tittle tattle tales? Clara, your female girlfriend. I told you we just listened to the emails that she sent Manning trying to snitch to Manning, and then she admitted she called the judge and tried to snitch to the judge. Could you imagine what that phone call was? Hi, my name is Clara, and I was a witness in an EPO hearing the other day. And yeah, so the girlfriend of the petitioner, who was not a party to the hearing, she said she said the name of one of our witnesses online. Like, is that how the call went? I don't know. I can't even imagine.
And we come out and we try to be a better person, right? So, again, then
the judge had to ask him to remain seated because he kept getting up and leaving. It was a Zoom call. Wow, if you're in a hearing and it's on Zoom, you're in the courtroom. That would be like him being in the courtroom and walking in and out of the courtroom during his hearing. Wow, he was that worked up, was he? Was he that big of a crybaby ass bitch they had to keep walking out of the room? You couldn't keep it together on a Zoom call for a little old misdemeanor? Wasn't it a misdemeanor, Alex Glitter? 2 misdemeanor counts? Wow. You got brought to your knees and brought to tears over 2 little old misdemeanors. You were in, it wasn't even like it was the state of Indiana charging you with those misdemeanors back in 2021. It was Massachusetts, far, far away. They were never going to come get you over a misdemeanor. It'd be different, if it was like a court in Indiana, charging you with misdemeanors. Then I could see whatever county that may be taking the time to come and get you, to book you into their jail. That might be something that would be so upsetting that you might cry like a little bitch over. But I wouldn't think that being charged out of Massachusetts while residing in Indiana would be, something that would reduce you to tears, King Dutch Dublin. But what do I know? I don't know anything. Becca James, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Ron is king of the bitch boys. Clara has more subs and views than him on all platforms. Plus, Yab and Sam are more loved and popular. Love that for him. Thank you, Becca James. Appreciate your support of my channel. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see in the future if we ever get to find out just how Ronald might react to, such a thing occurring closer to home.
This is going to conclude my rant.
Oh, he was told by a public defender he could get up to a year in jail, which could have him serve it in prison. And he had another mentee be in the Discord. Oh, really? Interesting. So he could have gotten up to a year in jail for those misdemeanors. That's wild. And so they probably would have come and got him for that if he got a year in prison. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense why that reduced him to tears and why he cried like a little bitch.
Girl World is where you belong, and that's where you should stay. I mean, I'm like,
yeah, and yeah, that's where Yaba went, and you followed her there to harass her, and now you're crying like a little bitch because it didn't work out for you, did it? And you've had nothing but your ass handed to you over and over and over and over and over ever since. Matter of fact, you brought your hot little tail over here thinking you were going to harass the shit out of Yaba. And what ended up happening to you? You lost your channel, your YouTube channel permanently. You caught 2 charges. And somehow you caught a case of Clara. I love that for you.
Like, I'm just telling you because you have more in common with Chantel than you do with us. Both of you were married to pedos.
Boy, how much do you guys think it's going to cost him for every time he says something like that?
Chantel basically, well, I don't know, was a pedo apologist. You both were a pedo apologist. Put some respect on his name.
Oh, that's going to cost you, Ronald.
I'm sure that little girl, his victim, didn't get, maybe she did. But my point is that you guys have always been and always will be the villains, okay? You have a big L carved into your foreheads over this one.
An L carved into our foreheads. What's that? What's he talking about? Look at that. Look at the look on his face. You're the loser. Look at you, loser.
You don't get to decide and choose anybody's fate anymore.
Say it again.
You don't get to decide and choose anybody's fate anymore.
He's so serious. Okay, everybody in the chat, be serious. He's being serious. Stop laughing. Okay? Stop laughing. Listen, he's being serious.
You don't get to decide and choose anybody's fate anymore. You are part of an exclusive club.
Warehouse 0704, L for love. The movie Dodgeball. Thank you, Warehouse 0704. Wait, what did he say?
You are part of an exclusive club that.
Oh my God, Wendy from Dr. Phil in the chat again. So serious, he can't even maintain the eye contact. What a damn joke. You hear that, Ron? Wendy from Dr. Phil says you're a joke, and I happen to agree with her.
Nobody should want to be a part of.
Joanna Freedom, he's talking to me and Yaba.
And the fact that I can sit here and know that you knew that the abuse guy, you're not cooperating.
Oh, wait, what? What was
I'm
that?
just saying, sussy shit going on.
Is he drinking a fucking milkshake? That's probably the last thing you should be drinking, Ron. And I'm just going by, like, what I see.
CPS to not cooperating. I'm just saying, sussy shit going on.
Wait, he's real irritated by the fact that we refused to cooperate with CPS this last time. He's real bent out of shape that the children were not exposed to that. And the line of questioning that would have come along with that particular report. And real butthurt. Right. Did Clara buy you that milkshake, or did your mommy buy it for you?
I don't care about their lives. I don't. They're constantly fucking butting into mine.
Scara.
I don't know. If I was happily married, I wouldn't be worried about some man. Why can't they just make their own content? Like most creators, just go out and like find something to comment on instead of just one person every day. And like, I really want to know how remedial you have to be to watch Chantel do the same fucking thing over and over and over and over again without asking for a change of venue or maybe a different character. You know, it's stupid.
A change of venue? What is he talking about?
It really is. It's stupid. It's like where the worst of the worst gather. Girl world, my world. Stay the fuck out of my world.
Maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of our world, Ron. Did you ever think about that?
That's it. Okay. Yeah, I don't attack anybody. I point out the truth. If they think that that's attacking, then I believe that the things that they've done have definitely been attacking. Threatening people with direct violence is definitely attacking someone.
They're threatening people with direct violence. Really? Ron? I mean, okay.
And admitting that under oath was even better.
I just don't understand, Ron, if that's such a big deal and that was such a crime when Yaba tweeted what she tweeted. And you're such a big man for getting her to admit it under oath. You asked her a question and she answered it truthfully. I realize that's a shocking concept for you, but that's all that it was. And my point is, though, how come you still ain't done nothing about it? If that's a real transgression, an actual crime, why did you not report that and have something done about it? I reckon that's a question we'll never get an answer to, huh?
Don't understand these people online. They think if they just make it worse, it will go away. No. Like, what do you expect to happen? You expect to somehow for me to to carry the scarlet letter of having been married to a sex offender?
I don't give a fuck what you heard come out of my mouth when I was discussing my ex-husband 3 years ago. The fact of the matter is my ex-husband has never been accused of, charged, or convicted of any sort of sex offense, which would make him not a sex offender. Yet you keep saying that, and you have to be talking about me because you're saying married, and I was the only one between me and my wife who have ever been married before. She was never married to that man. Where's your proof that I was married to a sex offender? Let's have it. Let's see it.
And then gleefully took money from his name and threw somebody under the bus over $40 fucking. White trash shit, dude. No, thank you. Don't want it in my real life. I don't want it in my internet life. And it's weird when people like this who suddenly won't cooperate with CPS, they want to talk about your life. No, you stay.
No, we were not going to cooperate with CPS. You know, I have the phone call. I have the phone call from DCS where the woman told me that she's not coming to talk to us. She doesn't need to speak with us because she had the report removed from the system. She says it should have been screened out to begin with. It never should have been screened in for investigation based on, she said, based on everything your lawyer told us. Not just this time, but the last time there was communication from our lawyer regarding the last DCS call in December of 2022. She said, based on everything we have on file from your attorney and the last DCS call, it never should have been screened in. So I had it removed. There was no investigation. There was no allegations for them to either substantiate or unsubstantiate. They took it back out of the system. They put it in their screened out file that it never should have made it past the call taker. The call taker should have screened it out, is what she said. I have that phone call recorded. I haven't played it because there's a lot of other stuff said in that call that I don't want to accidentally play, and I just simply haven't had the time to put it in my little thing and, crop those parts out. But I'll get around to it. And then how stupid are you going to feel? Why don't you try that, Ron? If DCS were ever to knock on your door again, why don't you try telling them that you're not going to cooperate and that you are not going to allow them access to your kid and see how it works out for you? Loser.
Get the fuck away from me and mine. You guys.
You're convinced his continued reporting to CPS will come back to haunt him sooner rather than later? Listen, I'm telling you, the Department of Child Services in the state of Indiana is not going to entertain any more calls regarding this family. They're not. they are going to be screened out. So, I mean, I guess congratulations. Was that the ultimate outcome you were looking for, Ron?
You guys were all
He does seem to be admitting his involvement, Teddy Pig. He absolutely does. And he is just fucking seething that DCS had no contact with the children this time. I mean, I think he really thought that was it, that was going to be the big whammy.
all on some fuck shit. You all knew some shit. You still know some shit. You're probably hiding some shit, in my opinion. I don't want you anywhere near us. Anywhere near.
Motherfucker, we don't want to be anywhere near you. You are the scuzziest, most loser, low life, stinky. You all look like you stink. Every last one of you looks like you stink. We don't want to be anywhere near you. The nerve of you thinking we want to be somewhere near you. You're gross and you smell bad. I know you do.
Because you said you discussed. Remember, before we found all this out, remember what they said they discussed privately? Remember that? What was it?
You tell us what it was. No. Stop telling us what it was, Ron. Why don't you fucking put the receipts down? Because you've turned what we said, you turned what I said into something just fucking wild. Why don't you play the clip? And then we can all talk about it. All right? Look at this Bright motherfucker. The nerve of Bright in the chat. Didn't you go to CV? What is CV? Bright's been timed out twice. That's funny. Oh, here. Sorry. Didn't you go to Connorsville twice this year? Yes, I did. What's your point? What's your point? I'm confused. Oh, well, there you go.
What was it they discussed privately? Somebody tell me. You can change the wording a little bit. What was it these two grown middle-aged women?
Oh, listen to him. You can change the wording a little bit. You mean like you do every fucking time you talk about this?
This lesbian married couple sat and talked about privately, offline.
Dude, we talk about all kinds of internet shit offline, privately. Why does he stress that so much? Why is that such a stressed point for him? Privately. They talked about this privately. Yeah, we're married. We live in the same house together. We talk about a lot of things privately. What is your point? Thank you, AK.
Inappropriate relationships between minors and adults.
Look at him. Look at his face. Look at the look of joy on his face when he says this phrase. Look at him.
Inappropriate relationships between minors and adults. The two people in particular. They discussed it alone.
They discussed it alone. What's your
off the internet?
Off the internet. Off the internet. Sam and Yaba discussed something alone privately. Off the internet privately. Yes. And in fact, I venture to say we're not the only people who have discussed privately alone off the internet the relationship between Ron and Clara. I mean, I know for a fact people have spent hours and hours and hours dissecting it, trying to get to the bottom of it. You know? Absolutely. Ron, are you ever going to show proof of that or just keep repeating it with nothing to back it up? Where's 4Wick? Where's 4Wick and their exceptional archiving skills? Surely 4Wick has the clip of me saying whatever the fuck it is this jabroni's talking about. Trevor says, just because Ron doesn't talk to his female girlfriend offline, right? He wants his child to be a victim so he can be a hero. Yeah, that's really all Ron's ever wanted, was for his kid to be a victim. Ron can't admit it's weird he moved in a middle-aged woman with his special needs son and made her a caretaker after only being friendly with her for a few weeks. Exactly. Stumbled upon. Hold on. I'm going to put that on the board. That is fantastic. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to read it again. Ron can't admit it's weird he moved in a middle-aged woman with his special needs son and made her a caretaker after only being friends with her for a few weeks. That's funny. Who the fuck cares if she went to Connorsville? Ron is a gun-carrying badass. Ron, you can protect the whole fucking town from Sam. No shit. Oh, that was a banger. It's so funny that Ron will not play a clip of what it is that's got him all worked up and accusing me of having, what was it? What did he say? Fantasies about inappropriate contact between minors and adults. He won't say what it is that supposedly I said. He won't play the clip. He won't show a screenshot. He's just take my word for it that Samantha said these things. And why should we? Why should we take your word for it? Ronaldo, where's the clip? Where's the screenshot? Where's literally anything? Anything. I still can't wrap my mind around an entire community of idiots thinking Sam isn't allowed to enter a town and it's a crime. Exactly. What is he going to do when his kid ages out, start saying people are calling adult services on him and Clara? What a total and complete joke. Sasha says next, we're all coming to Connorsville for a Biggie Bag Friday. Try and stop us all. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, ask Slobbery Douche to trot her ass to your DMs and send you the clip, Ronaldo. Slobbery Douche or fucking Forwick. Is Forwick sniping me again? Anyway, continue. Tell us more about what Sam said that you won't say it. You won't play the clip. You won't show a screenshot. You won't do nothing.
Admittedly, they've admitted it. It's been admitted.
It's been admitted.
And then it comes out that they're both married to pedos. So,
how many times has he said that? How many times? Let's see. What has Ron said? Let me remind you too, you fat dumpy, see you next Tuesday, that you also privately have fascinations about inappropriate relationships between middle-aged women and minors. What would make you say such a thing, Ron? Can you back that up? No. What about when you said on the internet that I have, quote, pedophilic ideologies and fantasies about your son? What would make you say something like that online? Wasn't it statements just like that that cost Clara tens of thousands of dollars and will continue to cost Clara tens of thousands of dollars in an entirely separate case that has nothing to do with this? Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. Ronaldo summoning the children of the corn for you, Sam. Do you think they are preparing that kid for the real world? Is he working on getting his permit, looking at colleges? I guarantee the only plan is for him to follow in Ronald's life of disability benefits. They're not even going to get that kid through high school. That's too bad. Let's see. What else did he say? Oh, all my friends want to talk to find out why you're here in town after having fantasies about minor sex and stalking people. That's 3 right there. Oh, here's 4. Having sexual fantasies about my kid, then coming here. That is like, I'm a father, and it makes me look at you like you're a fucking pedophile coming here. Clara, right. What kind of pedophilic adjacent stalking horseshit is that? Clara, right. Ron, I get it. She's a fan, but this fucking pedophilic fantasy shit and then coming here, like, what are you doing? Do you really think that this is not going to come back and bite you in the ass, Ronaldo?
Like, can a pedophile groom somebody? You know what I'm saying? You think that can happen? I mean, I know they can groom children, but do you think a pedophile can groom an adult to think that stuff is normal?
Most normal people don't sit here and obsess over pedophiles and pedophilia the way you do, Ron, and you have for literally years and years and years and years. Exactly. Okay, this is literally all he talks about. That's it. You are literally criminally obsessed with that shit. Somebody needs to look into that.
I'll groom an adult into thinking abuse is okay.
Ron is flexing that he is better than a pedo. Let that sink in. That's how low on the bar he is.
I'm not making any accusations. These are all my opinions. I just believe there is more.
These are not opinions, sir. You literally just said that's a fact. That's a fact. These are facts. These quotes that I read from this police investigation, not DCS. I cannot be more clear about this report that I have in front of me. This is not a DCS report that I am reading from. This is a police investigation. These are the things you're quoted, not by me, but by the police, the detective who sat down and listened to your stream. These are the things the detective pulled out. I went looking for you, Sam. I went looking for you. I think I found you. I went to the store. I went downtown. I think I found you. And it is my opinion that you knew I had spotted you and you kicked it, because I know the way you come in town and the way you go out of town. You take the way past my house to reach the interstate. Let me remind you, you fat dumpy, see you next Tuesday, that you also privately have fascinations about inappropriate relationships between middle-aged women and minors. All my friends want to talk to you and find out why you're here in town after having fantasies about minor sex and stalking people. Like, and now you want to say, oh, these are my opinions? That tells me that you know good and fucking well that your mouth is writing checks that your ass can't cash.
Because we went from having tea with CPS to not even cooperating. Well, what happened? Yeah.
Look, he is so disappointed that he did not get DCS to make contact with our kids this time. I mean, you rolled the dice on that one, huh? You risked it all. And this is a felony, but I'm going to go ahead and give it another shot. Right, Ron?
I don't think they really wanted anybody to know She shouldn't have said anything about him dying unless somebody else found it out, because I would have hid that shit, because they knew about the abuse at that time.
Look at that. Look at that fucking idiot right there. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, third time was the charm for real. Do you know how long it takes the state of Indiana? Like, do you know how long the process is from the point in time in which, like, you file a police report about something, and then the police investigate it, and then they finish their investigation, and if they recommend that the prosecutor file charges, they take their investigative report and they literally say at the end of the report that they recommend charges be filed, and then they send that to the prosecutor's office, and then the prosecutor's office, the processing time can literally be months before they actually charge, for example. And we're talking about, like, this case that I'm talking about, I'm not talking about Ron, I'm talking about somebody I know personally who was charged with felonies, like 4 felonies. I think, like, the police report was made the middle of August, and the state did not charge. Like, all of that process did not, like, the state didn't actually charge until November. August to November is how long that took. These things take time. Look how long it took the state of Massachusetts. Callie and Shane filed those police reports in September, and it was November before before he was formally charged. Keep running your mouth, Ron.
His baby daddy died. Better get my headstone shit. I'm just curious. I mean, like,
You want to talk about somebody should have kept someone's death a secret? That you should have kept Mason's death a secret. You shouldn't have told anybody, right? Your non-son, the kid you didn't claim, not even when he was alive, but then you tried to claim him when he died. Dude, that was my son. How do you figure? Paternity was never established. You were not on the birth certificate. You were not on the death certificate. You weren't even in the obituary. The boy's mom didn't even tell you that he died. Your mom heard it through the grapevine and came and told you. No, I buried a child. No, you didn't. No, Mason's family buried him. You're not a part of that family. You never were. Weirdo.
she had been with him since she was a teenager, easily influenced. I'd like to know the age difference there. She must have
Who the fuck is he talking about now?
aged out for him. Ouch. Anyway, disgusting. Jesse Harris, forever a pedophile.
Yeah, that is does speak volumes that Mason's mom was not the one that told him he passed. Volumes, doesn't it? Look at that still.
Taken out. It's like court cases could get expensive.
Yeah, you know, don't you? You know firsthand.
I don't think there's any amount of super chats anybody can make on here that would allot that.
That's how I know this motherfucker is full of shit, and he's an ain't shit ass motherfucker who's full of shit. That's how I know right there. Ron and Clara couldn't afford to bring a lawsuit down on us, even if they fucking wanted to. Clara's got her hands full, doesn't she? Ron. Hold on, what's this? I know, I love it. That's gonna be the look on Ron's face when the next knock on the door comes from the Connorsville Sheriff's Department wanting to have a word with them.
not gonna
Lots of calories in that milkshake, big boy.
say anymore. So anyway, fat girls, again, then I'm really done because it's been 20 minutes. Stay in girl world, okay? Stay fucking girl world. This is Negative Nation. All right.
That is so funny. I swear for God, I wish I could find that screenshot where he admits that he followed Yaba's ass over here. I bet you wish you would have stayed over there in the DC now, huh? Big boy.
So the link's there. It's pinned to the chat if anybody.
Isn't Clara still pretending to gather evidence for her lawsuit against Yaba and Sam? She is. She is. I mean, that's been going on now for what, like 2 years? This lawsuit, it's going to turn it. By the time Clara and Ron finally pull the trigger on that lawsuit, it's going to end up being bigger than the that YSL Rico case going down there in Atlanta.
If wants to come up and chat, I always enjoyed a good chat. I just worked 5.5 hours at the store, I think.
He said it in a live stream too, AK.
I don't know. Yesterday I worked 9 and my body is like, it's feeling better, but like when I woke up, I was like, ah!
Straight Carp said Negative Nation, LOL at this point is a negative cubicle. Ron, you're a dirty creep, bro. This is embarrassing even acknowledging you as a human being. That's right. That's right, Yaba.
We spend too much money feeding these creeps in prison. Yeah, and then they get their own little yard where they can play foosball with other.
So much evidence to contradict their claims. I would love to see a judge read their delusional asses. They're never going to take us to court. It's not going to happen. They should really just stop saying it. Stop talking about it. Nobody's going to do that. Uh-oh. Tell them about the gas station people? Shit. No, you can tell them about the gas station people. You're funny. He's jealous of men in prison. Sure he is.
They're diddlers. It's disgusting.
By the time they file a lawsuit, the documentary will be on Netflix.
Disgusting. Fucking hate it. And if people know about my experience, I'm a survivor, and also
Oh, he's a survivor. Yeah, you're gonna be a survivor. I mean, it's fine though. Lucky for you, Ron. I'm pretty sure in the state of Indiana, the bond for a low level misdemeanor is like $500. So totally fine. You won't spend a whole lot of time in jail. I'm sure Claire will come and bond you out right away.
I know a lot about the survivors. You know.
AK says nobody's going to try to sue anyone ever again around here after I get done making an example of Hussey and Cliff. That's right, AK. That's right. Also, Hussey's going to make an example of Clara, so I love it.
And some of the survivors I know took justice into their own hands because snitching wasn't allowed. And men.
But not Ron. Ron didn't do that because Ron's a pussy little bitch. Look at that pussy little bitch right there. Look at him. Hold on. Wait a minute, he's there? The next he's gone. Look at that. Holy shit. Hold on. You know I gotta take that one. God, I wish that stupid little Funko Pop thing wasn't in the corner up there. Whatever, it's fine. Very good. Thank you so much for this super chat, girl. Hold on. I got to get back over to it. There we go. I ask you this question, Ron. Do 6 people, including your mother and your girlfriend, constitute a nation? Very good. Thank you for the super chat on. Hey, Ron, tell us more about how you're a king. What king do you guys say Ron most resembles? Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. What did Becca say? Oh, Hate me if you must, but I do not believe he is a survivor. Too many things he says is not something a survivor would say. I can agree with that. He's quasi Corbin. That's about it. Kristen says Burger King. Burger King, King of Temu. Fat Elvis, Richard III. Richard III. Okay, let's see. Oh, Jesus. Is this Richard III? Hold on. Dang it. I just want that picture. Okay, well, obviously this is not him. Holy shit. Wicked Crafter, thank you so much for the super chat. Does that make Ron Lord of the Quad? That's a banger, Wicked Crafter. Also, April, make sure you let it be known that he called my aunt before Sam called his mother, even though you weirdos aren't about the truth. Thank you for that, for pointing that out, Yaba. He did call your aunt before I called your mom. Sure did. April, are you writing that down? Are you keeping that in your little notebook? Ron called Yaba's aunt before I called his mother. All right, write that down in your notebook. Lord Farquaad. Hunchback King was Richard III. Twinning. That's interesting. Back to you, Ron. Look at that. Look at that, would ya? Hold on. I also like this one. If it'll go, give me a second. Dang it. Sometimes I gotta convert the image. Ugh, what a pain in the ass, but I really want you guys to see this one too. There we go. Uh-oh, too small. I really like that one though. PJ says that's royalty right there. Tiger King rejected bastard. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been 2 hours already. Holy crap. Time flies when you're having fun, right, guys? Thanks for being here. Tomorrow's Friday, so I should be on the support group with Yaba in the morning and then over here on my channel after. So cross your fingers. And yeah, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.